Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Brass Monkey X. So, if you guys saw my last video, you know that I was going to take my wife's Ruckus out for a little drive. I just want to make sure everything's working on it before she gets on it this season. Now, every year I like to go out and do this before she gets on because the carburetors on these things, they're really small. The jets on them are real tiny, and sometimes they get clogged up over the winter. So I just like to take it out for a test ride, make sure everything's running smooth, make sure I don't have to clean the carburetor or anything for her. So I started it up a few minutes ago. Let me just get you clipped onto my helmet here. So I started it up a few minutes ago. It's been idling for a little bit. Sometimes if you can't get it started with the electric start, these things have a Kickstarter on them. So I used a Kickstarter that actually worked. But it's been warming up for a couple minutes now, and I figured I'm going to go take it for a test ride, so I try out my new camera. So I found a way to clip it to one of my off-road helmets here. So I got it clipped on. I know the audio is not going to be too great because I don't have a microphone hooked up to it. We're going to see how it goes when we get out there and start driving. But I think once we get out on the road, the wind noise is going to be a little too much, but we'll give it a shot. I mean, I'm only riding it around the neighborhood for a little bit just to make sure it works, so let's give it a go, guys. Yeah, I don't know if this camera is going to work being mounted where it is, and this only works on this is like my mountain bike helmet. It's not even like road approved. It's not DOT approved or anything. But I haven't found a way to mount it to my actual motorcycle helmet yet. So, I mean, just for scooting around the neighborhood real quick, I figure this will be fine. But I got to find a way to permanently attach it to my helmet. Well, let's give it a shot here, guys. Take it around the block a few times. I mean, these little scooters are a blast. I love taking this thing out. Honestly, if I'm just scooting around town, like if I got to run to the food store or something and pick something up, I'll hop on the wife's scooter instead of taking my motorcycle half the time. It's a lot easier to just jump on this thing and go. I mean, they're not the quickest thing in the world, but they're a blast to ride. I mean, you can see the speedo there. It only goes up to like 45. I buried the needle on this thing a couple of times, but you got to be like coming down a hill. I mean, so far it seems to be running all right. I don't think there's any issues with the carburetor. I mean, it did take me a few minutes to get it started, but I mean, that's to be expected when the bike's been sitting all winter like that. Well, once I got it started, it's running strong. I don't think I'm going to have to adjust anything on the carburetor. Watch this. We'll go full throttle here, guys. Always puts a smile on my face. I know we only got it up to about 30 miles an hour or so there, but like I said, if you're going downhill, it'll go pretty fast. Yeah, I'm pretty satisfied. She's running pretty good. I would have no issues letting my wife get on this thing. The carburetor seems to be fine. I'm not going to have to adjust it or anything. So I'm probably just going to bring it back home. But yeah, I wanted to try out this helmet setup with the camera. I know this wind noise is going to be terrible, but I figured I'd just try it out without the microphone, see how well it works. Like I said, I gotta find a way to mount it onto my actual motorcycle helmet. Once I figure that out and then I get the microphone hooked up to it and everything, we should be good to go and I can do some actual moto vlogging. I mean, this is pretty much just a test run real quick, just to see how well this is gonna work. I mean, I do have a mount on my motorcycle, like on the handlebars. I have a mount there, but I mean, it doesn't take the best pictures when I'm doing it that way. So I want to get it mounted onto my helmet, but we'll see. I'll figure it out, guys. But thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I know we just went for a quick ride here, but again, thanks. I appreciate it, and we'll catch you next time.